Not just Momir, the most Mir! Hello everybody, and welcome to Brawl Stars. I'm Amy the Amazonian, and today I'm playing with Anina, Natural Parallelist, an X-Cost Matters commander, kinda like Simone, but with a whole lot of value. This is a creature that taps for mana for X-Cost spells, and whenever you cast any X-Cost spell, you'll generate a random creature of X cost, conjuring it directly into play, which means that Anina is a Momir effect. And in this deck, you can kind of tell by the weird way the curve appears here, we are running a lot of X cost cards, and cards that help with X-Cost cards. The new cards that were in the Strixhaven Alchemy, Scalar, Scholar, some of the new X-Cost cards that help with Anina are fantastic. It takes X as a theme from kind of okay to seriously awesome. And with Anina, we're going to be able to use our various card draw effects to keep getting more X-Cost spells, generating random cards, going wide, and finishing our opponent with our random creatures. Before we get into the gameplay, I also want to say that with this Alchemy update, they also updated matchmaking in Brawl. And it's very bad. In fact, if you're somebody like me who is used to playing against strong decks and strong players, you're going to be very disappointed. If you're somebody who wants to farm wins and is a competent player, though, well, have fun farming wins. Because in a deck like this, you can have a 95% win rate. I'm not joking, 95% win rate. Because, well, your opponents are playing some silly stuff, and you're generating things at random. So let's take Anina into the queue and see what random can get us. Vigo, Enforcer of Ig's Crossing. Well, that's Venom. Venom that can bring back the small things and flips over. I believe you can play it as the front side to bring back the littles and then go to the back side to start sacrificing. I have some turn 1 ramp, either Llanowar Elves or Delighted Halfling. I don't really have to worry about counter spells from a Jund deck. Ooh, okay. This person is starting with a Birds of Paradise. And I will play, a Llanowar Elf. Behold. Look, there's a 1-drop they could bring back if it dies. Poison Dart, a PDF! I love Poison Dart Frog. I love that we also got kind of just, like, better Poison Dart Frog in the, TMNT set. They have 5 mana and a Phyrexian Obliterator. Don't deal damage to it, you will regret it. That is how you are forced to sacrifice your permanents. Good news, I'm good at making permanents because my deck has, you know, Conjuration. I can either hold for the Wan Shi Tong since we know they're running fetches. I could just go for a big Onslaught here. The Hungry Hydra? Hungry Hydra isn't dealt... No, it is dealt damage. Yeah, I think we just hold Wan Shi Tong. Yeah, I like that. Make a big bird. Ooh, Neheb! I will be losing life because I don't really plan on blocking that. I don't feel like countering any of these either. Wait, they didn't attack in. Why not? Maybe because I could have conjured something. Something like a Naga Oracle. I want a land. I have a land, I guess, kind of in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. That's a better land. I can go up the beans, or I could just go right into the Onslaught. I'm gonna go up the beans first. Yeah, up the beans is good. Then this will trigger it as we go 1, 2, 3, 4, which is a 5 mana value spell. We conjure a random 4-drop. I got a Diligent Zookeeper. Oh my god. Wan Shi Tong is a bird spirit. It is not human, so it got +1/+1 for each of those types. You have so much ramp. What are you ramping into? Vigo? Sure, all right. You sacrificing a creature? Who did they sacrifice? They sacrificed Neheb. They're like, I don't need the mana. I have a chromatic orrery. Well, you have a chromatic orrery. I have a librarian bird. My 3/3 Llanowar elf, Anina's just like, whoa, cool. Oh golly, I guess we'll just go for big number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who knows, I might get something else cool. Goblin Goliath makes me 1/1/1 token. Hold up, I think I should actually read this card. If a source I control would deal damage to an opponent this turn, it deals double that damage. Okay, I don't have a way to make red mana yet. I have eventual ways to do it. Just not right now. I got some big birds. You have so much mana. Ooh, a Terminus. I've gained life. Off things like Hydroid Crisis. They sacrifice the Obliterator. Nine Lives Familiar, repeatably sacrificable. Vigo getting blocked by a Goblin Mutant and a Hydroid Crisis. Yeah, this Diligent Zookeeper is giving me really good buffs. It's making my creatures so much stronger, except for Anina. I could steal their Obliterator. Better yet, let's steal the Aclazots. Oh, and double it? Hold up. I could also phase out all their creatures with March. Do I need to? Let's do it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's up to. I'm going for 8 because I want a Crater Hoof Behemoth. Dualcaster Mage. I did not leave up enough for a wash away. Can I wash away the copy? I think I can. Yeah, it works. Come on, hoof! It's a budget hoof! We have Crater Hoof Behemoth at home! Looks like they're gonna be going fishing. And I'm going to be fishing for some good cards off my X-Cost spells. This Kiora is all about Krakens, Leviathans, Octopi, and Serpents that they cast from their hand. I have not a serpent in my hand, and a plant that looks like a serpent in my hand. That's right, neither of those are actually serpents, despite their serpentine nature. This one literally says serpent in its name, and it's not a serpent, it's a snake. Sure, of course it is. This Kiora, she just helps you get more fish when you play the fish, and then cast them for free. I feel like they're gonna have to do a lot of big ramping, but at least Kiora does a pretty good job protecting herself. Ooh, up the beans. Yeah, big mana value deck. Nice, nice. We need a keyword for it, you think? Yeah, how about the keyword, I'm gonna steal your fish. Okay, X equals 5. Gets me a random 5-drop and something that costs 5 or less from their deck that is going to be turned into a 5/5 with Ward 1. Oh, Scion of the Swarm. I hope I get a life gain thing. Give me Tatiova. Just kidding. I don't get anything. They've negated my force. More fish per fish than anyone's ever had before. I guess Anina for X equals 2. X equals 6. I want a 6-cost card. A random one. The fact that this is a triggered ability makes it so much harder to stop. Put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. Oh, sure. Kami of Bamboo Groves and the Scion of the Swarm. Also, a 6/6 with protection from multicolored. Enter's Restoration will help them go from 3 lands to 4. And then next turn, maybe 5 mana, they'll play Kiora, or a real big fish, and trigger up the Beanstalk for some good value. Here comes Kiora, they draw a card. But I have a way to just beef this battlefield up. Let's go for just an X equals 1 on Astral Cornucopia. I know, very small. But it leaves me with enough mana to Ouroboros. Oh, Fleeting Effigy, it's gonna go back into my hand where I can't really use it. Wait, no, I can use it! Because Astral Cornucopia taps for mana of any color, I'll be able to recast this. If they live through this turn, which I don't think they do. The most damage they can prevent is 4. So yeah, they're big dead. GG, Kiora. Aerith Gainsborough. It's Aerith with the gains. And anytime they gain life, she gets bigger. And that life gain is going to turn into +1/+1 counters that she then gives to all your other legends when she dies. This is going to be mono white life gain, and mono white life gain has actually got some really good cards right now. So let's see if they play some or just, sure, random stuff. I am not holding a Force of Will because I have no blue cards in hand. I feel like if they have removal for Anina, cool, I'll play some other stuff and eventually try to get her out again. I wish we had Aerith with the steel chair in Arena. Okay, Lita, whenever another creature enters, they'll get either a +1/+1 counter food or scry. Food can be used to gain life. I have an X-Cost card here. I got Market Back Walker. So we're going to chain together 2 cards here. I'm going to start with the Scalar Scholar to reduce the X-Cost card of all, the X-Cost of every single card. Go X equals 2. This increments. And I got a Vampire Gourmand. I can sacrifice creatures to draw a card and make this unblockable. Oh, I can sacrifice the Market Back Walker. That's actually really good. Hi, Lita. Oh, Nick, thank you so much for the coffee. My partner makes a fine cappuccino. Thank you, Nick.
That looks like.
What do I think this looks like?
Yeah.
1 sec. Let me make some mana. And then a swan?
Yeah, I saw a swan too, just without like the wings.
Yeah, here, let me. I gave it crappy ducky wings. Oh, look. We collaborated. We're artists. I'm protecting my commander. And I'm swinging the heck in. Look at me making a card and being able to actually use its ability because of Astral Cornucopia. I draw cards because I killed a Market Back Walker. What a nice swan. Oh. I mean, it's free real estate. X equals 1. Come on, cool 1-drop. That's actually one of my favorite 1-drops. Dryad Militant. RNGesus be blessed. If an instant or sorcery card will be put into a graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. Can you wonder why I would like that card? It's because I've played against enough spell-slinging storm decks for a lifetime. Force of Will on Leonin Warleader. No, you can just have Leonin Warleader. I ain't afraid of no cats. This used to be such a good card. Marwyn's Kindred. How much mana do I have for this? 5, 6, 7, 8? No. 5? 5. Anina, give me the bigs. The bigs are gonna give me more stuff because we have these booties. I can take these Marwyn manas and these Llanowar elves and tap them for a bunch. Daybreak Chimera. Okay, it's a flyer. Beans, please. A Mox. I really don't want to have to move these one at a time. I think I can do it pretty fast. Just an entire family of elves all sharing the same pair of boots. I think I just got Avacyn. No, it's Walls of Ba Sing Se! Cool! Oh, Centipede? Awesome! All my stuff's indestructible! Yay! I can attack with Senseless Violence! I'll sacrifice one of these Llanowar elves. It's not doing anything. I love randomly generating things. It's really fun. What do you mean there is no war in Ba Sing Se? I will give the Walls of Ba Sing Se hexproof. Oh, also, sorry, hexproof? No, shroud. I'm gonna live forever! Hi again, Aerith. One of the weird things about the matchmaker is if you queue up too fast after you have a game, you'll just match into the same person. Which is, fine for me, because I think I'm gonna beat them, but maybe not so fine for them. Let's see if they actually get their pieces. I got really good early ramp here. That's gonna be hard to race for them. There we go. This time, they have a way better start. It's always funny when you draw the gemstone caverns. Them having a Soul Sister effect means that they're actually going to be in this game. Ooh. I goofed up, I think, for being able to play Llanowar elves this turn, but that's okay. I'll just surveil instead. I have plenty of lands. Ooh, Bloom Tender. Yeah, I'm gonna have so much mana. You may have a big Aerith, but I'm gonna have a huge serpent. Sorry, snake. It's not a serpent. We established this before. Look at this! Turn 1, Soul Sister. Turn 2, Pridemate. Ah, gosh. I love to see a deck actually doing what it's supposed to do. They're doing the thing! Look at it! Look at it! They're doing it! Can you kill Anina? Do you just have a land and play Aerith? I think land, play Aerith, or like a Halia if you have one. It's pretty darn good. They get the counter to Pridemates both, bro, because this is a legendary Pridemate. I take 4! What is 4 life to an X cost deck? Boop, boop. This comes in tapped. I could also, like, beat up one of these. Now, let's just see how big we can go. 7. 5, 6, 7. Neener, neener, neener. I got a Striped River Winder. Ooh, it's hexproof. Johnny's Pridemate was like... The Soul Sister Pridemate deck was actually the first constructed deck I ever built when I started playing Magic. Cool. They've killed Anina. But can you kill me? Batabone gives Vigilance and Lifelink. Creatures entered, so they're going to gain some more life, but I am bigger than their Pridemate. Oh, hey, Force of Will. Bloom Tender. Oh, I did not leave up enough mana. How about... Yeah, let's just Earthbend. Oh, Earthbend the Survey Land. This deck is helping you discover so many unplayable 6 and 7 drop cards. I think Riverwinder actually sees play or saw play in like a Living End deck. Am I misremembering that? It still does. Cool. One, two. Striped Riverwinder. Please kill a Johnny's Pridemate. Anina, please give me a random card. Oh, Auntie. Annie, a good card. I think all of the, like, good 1-mana cycling creatures are in that deck. Yeah, Violent Outburst got unbanned, which gives the Living End Cascade decks a free cheap enabler for Cascade. I guess they just want to gain a life. I mean, Aerith is getting the gains, as she does. Yeah, I killed the Pridemate so it wouldn't become big enough to swing. Alright, so we have a big counter spell here. We have 8. Yeah, I do. Come on, hoof! Oh, Archon of Cruelty, speaking of modern. Hey! This is Archon of Cruelty! It's a good card. Ruby, who ramps and can swing for a little extra damage if you have a big creature. I feel like this is going to be Gruul Stompy. Get a whole bunch of mana, play some big beasties, and swing in at your opponent. I would like to prioritize ramping, but if I do, I might not be able to hit Ruby with this Wash Away. I'll still chill here since this is turn 2 ramp. And see what they end up playing. Nothing on turn 1. Yeah, I feel like countering their commander is actually not that important. It does, like, accelerate. This is kind of like Bolt the Bird philosophy. Ooh, but now I can hold up the Wash Away and still do the ramping I wanted. It's not going to be as good ramping. And Bloom Tender actually is insanely good in this deck because we can conjure cards outside of our color identity. We can get black cards and red cards and white cards that all add to the vivid on Bloom Tender. Shout out Bloom Tender for being the MVP. Ouroboros just helps me build up my board. It gives them a must-kill threat, and while they're tapped out of Lightning Bolt range, I would like to play it. Yeah, right there, I could have Anina'd and then held this up for X equals 2. I'd like to have one more land first, though. There we go, Bossing Say. Playing Anina. Do I want to play this Bloom Tender? No, I want to hold the protection. Protection slash conjuration. They're just playing Ruby again. I'll pay 1 to phase out Ruby so she can't block. I'll also get a random 1-drop. Ooh, Voldaren Epicure. Nice. And variable solutions. Or ornate. I think ornate for 2. I'm not tapping Anina because I want to attack with her. So we get a Taxidermist, Grim Physician, Slaughter Singer, a big buff, and a bigger swing. It's lethal. Quandrix, the proof, is proof that Cascade is good. I don't have anything on turn 1. Turn 2, Bloom Tender, some good ramp. Turn 3, maybe the Wash Away. I have this counter spell that's a little funky. I don't know. Wash Away is able to hit Quandrix or the other things they cascade into. But I feel like they're going to be playing a lot of very good Simic value spells, whether they're extra turns, huge card draw, and some ramping spells, especially the ramping spells that also, like, draw you cards or get you something else like a creature in play. Okay, Force of Will. Yeah, it's a good card, but I want a land. Rampant Growth. This is a fairly good start for them. They ramped into ramp, which is good for Quandrix. Also, I just want to point out that my opponent is running what I like to call the Jace for their island. The Jace show Jace in various bad situations. They are funny because they have Jace having a very bad day on them. I can Badger Mole Cub. Or I can just Anina. You know what? They're not doing anything. Here's Anina. Anina's ramp for me. Play Quandrix, see what you get. Here's Quandrix, cascading on cast and giving them Consult the Star Charts, unkicked, but still with 5 lands, gets them good value. All right, nice. Getting a land here is very helpful. I will start with the Badger Mole Cub, since these are all mana-producing creatures. And, oh, I have many manas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Big number. Do I just big Goldvein Hydra? Open the way and then something smaller? I like big Goldvein Hydra. Because it hits this turn. If you're wondering, hey Amy, why not hold up counter magic so you can stop the Quandrix deck? So far, they've only played basic lands, which makes me feel okay about just, you know, getting greedy. Watch me just get, like, the River's Rebuked right here. Yeah. You see, I like big things. This is not fully a River's Rebuke, but it does bounce 3 things, including my animated island, which means it won't come back. I don't actually have another land in hand. So they cascade, and they get to cast something else for free from their hand, which should trigger Quandrix again. Ooh, they're cloning Quandrix to get dubs. I like it. This is a non-legendary copy. And some beans. They're gonna get double Cascade. Cascade, Cascade like that one card does. I want to ramp a little. This is max X equals 2. Boop, boop. See what I get at, too? I got the Wizened Githzerai. Yep. Whatever you say, game. I'll believe you. Give me a random 1-drop, please. Oh, I got the Placid Rotten Tail. I'm holding up a little bit of interaction. Mostly because I want next turn to be the, you know, big Hydra. Also, I want to try to prevent them from bouncing on my stuff. That's like the one thing I'm worried about from them is River's Rebuke, Cyclonic Rift, things like that. Yeah, they're going to cast so many of those. You kidding me? They have 9 mana. A 10th. They play that Forest. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You trying to sunder me? guess we'll conjure for 1. Yeah! They'll probably have a counter spell to stop this, though. Let's see. They're gonna have so many stings. They could hit like a time warp off this, too. Let's find out. They cascade into Repulse. I would Repulse Anina, maybe? Yeah, stop her for tapping for mana. Let's see what the next one gets. Well, you know, it's a good card. It just doesn't do anything right here. Aetherize. I got a Grasping Scoundrel. A Satyr Hoplite. It's like a classic. Oh, by the way, Bloom Tender now taps for 5 mana. 4+1 from the Badger Mole Cub. They didn't attack with both. I would like to draw a card. See what I get. Ooh, Repulsive Mutation. I think 4 is where I want this. Wear flyers? I don't know. Maybe this will be a flyer. What did I get? Sid! Quandrix. The proof. We can go Tyvar stand. X equals 2. I get another random card. It's a 2-drop. It's... Oh, Baleful Strix can block that, but it only prevents 1 damage. But because they blocked my Hydra, I'm alive. Sorry, it prevents 2. It's an artifact. That's why. The Sid we conjured is giving +1/+1 to the generated Baleful Strix. Cool, alright. Synergy. Sidgergy. Heck yeah. Funny. I might be able to, like, sudden burst damage if they have a way to stop some of these. I have so much mana if this Bloom Tender lives. Oh, perfect. Yeah, I have so much mana. The Hourglass Coven actually used to be a pretty well-known scary card because the Hourglass Coven has one of the coolest enter the battlefields. It makes a coven of hags. You get a choice of 3 different hags twice. And you get to choose those to make an army of witches. Okay, hags. Their type is hag, warlock. They're witches. We all know they're witches. I may have wanted to wait a turn so I could protect this with stitching or boots, but it looks like I am never punished. Stonecoil Serpent for X equals a lot. Give me a random 6-drop on turn 3. Oh, Progenitor Mimic. What is Progenitor Mimic? Card, Progenitor Mimic. You may have this creature enter as a copy, except it has at the beginning of your upkeep. If it's not a token, create a token copy. Make token copies of Llanowar Elf. That card's in Arena? I mean, of course it's in Arena. Oh, they're playing a Warlocks deck. I'm gonna throw boots on Anina to help protect her. I might want to protect the the Mimic instead. Nah, I got Spectral Restitching. We got this. Yeah, this person's playing a Warlocks deck. But, like, the Warlocks that the Hourglass Coven generates are really good. Okay, Spectral Restitching. One... I don't really want to. I was saving that for protection, but... Yeah, give me more elves. Ooh, variable solutions. That's a good just cast it in a vacuum spell. Grab a blue source. I can move the boots onto Llanowar elves to just get mana out of it. For more big number. And I love more big number. So let's, what's the biggest number I can do here? X equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No! My Llanowar elf! What if I Tyvar stand the Llanowar elf? No, that's not worth it. So what, I can only do X equals 8? 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh wait, I can still do 9. I'm just bad at math. Give me a really cool 9-cost creature. I don't know what I'll get. I got a Convoke card, so it's not very good. That's alright. I will... I'll give it haste. I have to read Necropolis Fiend. Oh, wait, I know this card. I haven't seen it in, like, a decade, but I know this card. You can exile X cards from your graveyard to give a creature -X/-X. It's like an X-cost spell, kind of. Yeah, I got a Convoker and a Delver. Hourglass Coven. You're gonna hear some cackles. I have to choose from among 3 of the Coven twice. At the beginning of your upkeep, make a skeleton. At the beginning of your upkeep, gain 2 and your opponent loses 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So I'm just going to exile these guys temporarily. But temporarily is all it takes. Oh, what did I get? Wait, I need to see what I got. Obsessive Stitcher. Neat. Prototype X8 fills up the graveyard and gets extra enter the battlefields by cloning creatures and killing them. This hand is not that fast, but it has a way to protect Anina, which I'm going to say is really important since they have both blue and black mana and usually some really strong enter the battlefields that they can use. Once they get enough stuff in the graveyard to land Prototype X8 once, they're usually good to land it forever because it only costs 2 mana and helps fill up the graveyard even more. I will go for some booties. Have a cute boot riot. And a Prismatic Vista to get probably some blue stuff. If they play a creature here, even though they could have something like Force of Will up, I'll still try to bring out Anina. Ooh, Oglor! Oglor is very cool for graveyard stuff. Anina resolves. I like it. And I could go for the world's smallest Mistcutter Hydra. I have these other amazing X-cost spells here, so I'm gonna do that. I can't Tyvar stand this anyway. It has Shroud. Oh, yes. Sorry, I'm very excited. I got Vampire of the Dire Moon. I could have given it haste to swing in here. Vampire of the Dire Moon has Death Touch and Lifelink. It's a really good 1-drop. Why I was excited about playing a Mistcutter Hydra, though, is you see how this is sometimes a 2-mana 8/8? Well, Mistcutter Hydra has protection from blue and thus can just sit there and block it forever. Pretty nice. I'm being asked if I ever made Vigo Enforcer of Iggs Crossing as commander. I did not. I looked at the card and said, this isn't good enough and I'm never going to get good games. But hey, maybe with the matchmaking the way that it is, I should record it. I played a little bit of my Slash deck earlier, another deck that I built and never recorded. And got some wins, so maybe now is the time. All right, I can hold up counter spells. I don't really feel like it. Let's imitate. We can do this for x equals 4. And that will get me 1 4-drop, then another 4-drop, a 3-drop, a 2-drop, and a 1-drop, all randomly conjured. Whoa! There's a lot of things. Wait, oh, Kiora. Oh, I should have activated Kiora. I didn't see what I had. I could have doubled the Fenlurker ability. I got Ojutai Exemplars. Oh. Oh! Cool. Vivi, the spell-slinging wizard who grows and grows and taps for mana. Recently actually managed to get a card banned in Alchemy. Yes, banned in Alchemy. They say they don't want to do that because they didn't feel like rebalancing Vivi again. Vivi can tap repeatedly. Do I feel like stopping this? Nah, you can have your tome. And with Vivi able to tap repeatedly, you can do combos with things like Staff of Dominion or Paradox Engine. Here's an Anina. Arcane Signet? Sure, keep on ramping. I've got enough mana. I feel like just doing Wanshi Tong. And I'm going to do a sorcery speed Wanshi Tong here because I want to try to draw a land. So I can do 1, 2, 3. Something's happening. Anointed Peacekeeper! Oh, so I got the 3/3 that is going to look at their hand. I'm gonna say Stormdrake or Brawl. I don't really want them stealing my stuff, but I can counter Brawl. Yay, a land. Yeah, I don't want them stealing Wanshi Tong or Anina. That's why I named Stormdrake, to make it cost 1 more. Two more? 2 more. If you name a Planeswalker, by the way, it costs 2 mana each time they use the ability. I got a Dispel and a Dat spell. You could play Vivi, give him the tome. Or they could still Stormdrake this turn. It would just use all their mana because of the Signet. Alright, they're holding up Dispel over giving Vivi the tome. Alright, it's no X-cost spell. It's pretty damn good. Or we could Finale into something. Yeah, let's Finale into something. This only hits instants. 16 on a Ginny Windspeaker, which lets me scry 2. It doesn't matter, I'm about to search my library. The 4-drop I want? I don't even have a 4-drop. Simone. This is the 4-drop I'm usually searching out. I just wanted to cast it for a bigger X-cost spell so I'd get a bigger X-cost creature. And a Ginny Windseeker is pretty good. I mean, it's a 3/3 flyer. They're abrading Anina. Here, you can dispel this spell. Would you like to? Okay, so they're gonna dispel this spell. Yay! She's dead! But what else can you do? You can give Vivi the tome. Oh, or you could play Jace. This is the plotting Jace. Yeah, we're probably looking for a land. Maybe drop the Stormdrake because I taxed it. Nope, they drew and discarded a Cold Steel Heart. I think Ouroboros might just get me the win here. It's like that or I just Pest Infestation with Zimone. Let's see. 4. So that'd be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 4. It is not lethal. I'm just gonna bird up with this. And I'll kill Jace because I hate Jace. Valid, thank you. Hello, I think I've given you ample opportunity to do a thing, Vivi. They're going for the Storm Drake. Who do you take? I'd take Wanchi Tong. 4/4, it's vigilant. Yeah, I have to kill Jace in case it doesn't happen in Reality Fracture. I'm doing my best. Do you have X-cost spells? I don't know. Alright, Ouroboros, let's end this. Ka-chunk! In we go. It's not a fate seal, it's a hate seal. It's a dead wizard. Is this a wizard? No. Titania, Voice of Gaia. A 3/4 with reach for 3 mana that gains you life as lands go to the graveyard and can meld. That's right. Turning into Titania, Gaia Incarnate. If you have her land in play and enough things in the graveyard, you're going to end up turning this into a giant Vigilance Reefing, Trampling, and Hasting Elemental. Also, she's an Elemental. I always feel like she's an elf, but she is in fact an Elemental. Good news about playing against a mono green deck. You don't have to worry about counter spells. Titania, Voice of Gaia. You like the forest, huh? Ooh, wait. I'm gonna Zimone first. Then... just gonna Awaken the Woods. No, I'm gonna... better offer for 2. See if I can steal, like, a land war elf out of their deck. This will grow Anina, get me a random 2-drop. Or sorry, grow Zimone, get me a random 2-drop off Anina. I got a black card? Massive black card? Okay, sure. I think this is from the starter decks. Like, they show you how to use this, I think, in the tutorial. Ooh, Shigeki! I do not want to put it back in their owner's hand. That would give them Shigeki. Seiju reaches Skyward. Sure, gets you 2 basics. This is one of the best value cards from Kamigawa Neon Dynasty Limited. Alright, but now I have the Zimone buffed up, which is what I wanted, so I could do 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my god, I forgot about the Zimone discount. It's literally right there. Okay, well, you know what? 4 Forest and a Suki is pretty good. Zimone, in all of your ferocity, please go. I could use Primal Might to kill Titania, but I do not think there's a reason to. They didn't do anything until Titania. Cool. Okay, they're gonna wreck it. You can either kill Up the Beans or Shigeki, or your own Beseiju. I don't think you would, but you could. A land has gone in the graveyard. Titania is satisfied. A very audacious Titania. How big can I make this? Can I do 15? I can do 15. There's one 15 hit. Oh, no, wait, there's 2. You either hit, I think... is it Emrakul or a worm? That doesn't matter. It'll win me the game. Yeah, we have World Spine Worm. I think Earthquake Dragon may have actually been changed. Is Earthquake card a Earthquake Dragon? Or Earthquake Dragon. You are correct. There are 3 potential hits at 15. Kiora the Crashing Wave. I ran into a different Kiora before. This is a Kiora Planeswalker. Can fog, drawing cards, and making Krakens. Feels like a nice little, just Simic stuff. Sure, I like Simic stuff. I need something before turn 3, though, and that hand didn't have it. I'll take a Rampant Growth. You like the Kraken token she makes? Yeah, it's really cool. Also, this Kiora's art is really cool. I'd say most Kiora's art is really cool. You're saying hello? Hi! Oh, wait. Then, keep it in hand. No, put it away. I'll say hi. Hi! Shocking. I'll use my Rampant Growth. By the way, I'm running Rampant Growth instead of Farseek in this deck for no particular reason. I just, you know, instead of being able to get a dual, it can just get a basic. Why not? You could swap it. You could add both. Flux Channeler. Ooh, trying to proliferate your Planeswalkers. I see you. I see you. Flux Channeler out here. Ready to proliferate. They have nothing to proliferate yet. So they could plus or minus. Okay, they're like, I don't want you hitting me with Anina. That's cool. I don't hit people with Anina. I use Anina to ramp. Let's go for Mama Goose. Mama Goose X equals 5. Give me a random 5-drop. I could have instead gone for killing a Flux Channeler or playing something else. But why do that when we can instead have a kind of useless spawn gang commander? It wasn't cast. It was conjured. So this is just a 5-mana 2/2. And I don't have any way to make colorless mana yet. So Kiora, would you like to make it so my goose don't do the hurt? More Kioras! Wait, is this Oops all Kioras? Oh my gosh. Okay, so they're preventing damage from both of these. Very cute. Very cute. I can take out the Flux Channeler. I don't really feel like doing it, though. This is one of those, like, I kind of want to let them cook. How about this? You let me cook, I let you cook. RNGesus, we go. Goose Mother, I am still going to go for the food here. This is the alchemy only, or I should say digital only Kiora. And it is one of the best arts. It is a Magali portrait that is the most just fishwife, like, queen of all time. Ugh, I love her. You, social engineering. I'm gonna get that landfall, make a robot, a creature, a land, the proliferate. So they get their Kiora emblem. At the beginning of their end step, they will get a 9/9 Kraken. And they're Kraken with these 9/9 tokens. That's fine. I generate stuff too. Yeah, I'll remove a counter and draw a card. What do we get? Mox Amber, more mana for more things. Oh, you have a landfall ability. Yes. I know that. How big can I make this? Can I make 10? No. I don't feel like counting. 5, 6, 7, 8. I can do 8. I got Yavimaya Sojourner. I'll just make this big enough to kill that Kiora. I don't know. I'll beef you up. This has Skulk, so the littles can block it, but the bigs can't. That's what Skulk does, right? Yeah, that's what Skulk does. Eat a food, get a thing. So we take out that Kiora, the most beautiful art of all time, Kiora. And I'm just going to make it so this Sojourner can do a good job blocking 9/9 Krakens. Maybe I should have put it on the Felidar. I don't know. Put it on a tree. Why not? It's a random common. We got it for free. It's free stuff. I can do it. I can do 8. Wow. Yes, we do have an avatar of that Kiora, and it's, powerful. It's really good. There's also, if you see the full art of this, you can see, like, more of her legs, and there's some cute little fishies. There's, like, a Dory and... Dory and Nemo looking thing. Oh, look! Big Elemental! We're talking about leg day, Kiora? Yes. Okay, so they're gonna ult Kiora again. They're gonna get 2 real big fish. So pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Yeah! Sure, why not? Kitty. I could take out one of the proliferators. That, like, again, they're not really doing anything scary, though, so, I don't know. X equals 5, 6? No. Okay, X equals 5, I think. 5. Alright, cool. We're gonna big manifest Dread and also get Victory's Envoy. Whoa, wait, that's a good card. Puts a +1/+1 counter on each creature I control. It only happens at upkeep, though. Yeah, I'll live long enough for that. Hey, I'm gonna make this smaller so it doesn't ask me things. Yeah, I can't say that I've seen Oops All Kioras before. I've seen Oops All Chandras. I've seen Oops All Jaces because I'm the one who made it, where every card depicts Jace in some way. They preordain, but they have no planeswalkers to proliferate. They're gonna put my goose in the moon! Alright, I want this to die because drawing 5 cards sounds delightful. I think I also could have just, like, chump blocked these and then swung in for lethal. Again, in a spirit of fairness, we're not doing math here. I'm just clicking buttons. 2 more Krakens! Oh, no, they would have blockers. Yay, counters! Remove! Oh, cool. One of these. One of those. Some of this. Yeah, I'll get some card advantage. X equals 10. The mutagen man is gonna punch a Kraken. Oh, can I not do 10? Oh, I have to crack this first. Hold one moment. I think now I can do it. Oh, I did 9. I had 10. Okay. Arthropod, give me this. Cool. I'm gonna spacebar at you. I was hoping for Zakama, but no. Arboretum Elemental. Nice job. Oops, all Kiora's. Ah, yes. John Station, creator of the Infinite Guideline Station. Who else could it possibly be? Infinite Guideline Station is multicolor matters. The more multicolored permanents you have, the more robots you make. And I think you draw cards when you attack with the station, but the robots come in tapped. So it takes a little while. I don't have ramp. I want ramp. I can't cast that. I want ramp. Okay, well, ramp is illegal. That's fine. I don't need ramp. I just want ramp. I can't believe their name is John Station. You know, of the Infinite Guideline Station. I kind of like the idea of, like, keeping both of these. So I'm gonna get greedy, and I'm gonna do that. He's like Doug Dimmadome. Yeah, he's like Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome. John Station, purveyor of the Infinite Guideline Station. Nice, Arcane Signet. They're ramping. I played a bird. I eventually got there. No, I don't need to make a spaceship unable to scream. Oh yeah, I respect when somebody commits to the bit. Okay, they're gonna path not Zimone. Zimone's the other one. They're gonna path Anina, which just means I can play it again next turn. You're right. In space, nobody can hear you scream because there's no way for the sound waves to propagate, or because you get turned into a dolly. They have 3 mana. I have 5 because I played a piece of ramp and you gave me one. When the 2-land hand doesn't pan out. Uh-oh. Please, John! Please, John Station! I need to see your Infinite Guideline Station, please! Oh no, another Scry land. The budget lands, they hurt. But you know, when you're in a 5-color deck, you do what you can. Gallant Citizen! It draws them a card. Soon this is going to be whatever its actual name is in Spider-Man. Nice guy. I will again play Anina. Yeah, listen, I don't need to go out here punching people with hydras. I can sit around, see what they seek. They have sought far and wide for dual-typed common. No, well, at least they got removal. They'll kill Anina. That's fine. I'll just keep playing her. Oh, it's the astronaut guy. It's J. Jonah Jameson's son, right? It's J. Jonah Jameson's son. That's who this is. Well, not this guy. Leyline of the Guild Pact. Perfect. Now every single permanent is all colors. That's like the best card you can get for Infinite Guideline Station. Nice. All right. Arthropod, Hungry Hydra. The Hydra feeding game. Oh, I can only do 6. He's a guy who accidentally brought the Venom symbiote back. Dang, rip. Sorry, what? I get to put up to 3 artifacts in my graveyard. No. I want my artifacts in my deck, Disciples of Kix. In the comics, he had nothing to do with Venom, but he is a werewolf. I have heard that he's a werewolf before. J. Jonah Jameson's son. Come on, John, Station of the Infinite Guideline Station. Show me the robots! Oh, hey, Joyra. I'm sorry, Joyra. I'm probably gonna bite you with a Hydra. No, you deserve card draw. You can have your Joyra. You may have killed my Anina a few times, but that's okay. We're playing a friendly game of Magic the Gathering, where I'm trying to make very large numbers. I want a Craterhoof Behemoth, so I'm going to go for X equals 8. Hello. 1 Craterhoof Behemoth. Well, there's the Craterhoof Behemoth. Well, that's the one that's in my deck. I have enough mana to play it. I'll put it into my hand. If I can't conjure one at random, I'll cast one from my hand. What did I get? Oh, Verdant Force. That's good with Craterhoof Behemoth. Okay, I'm following. Robots! I think I also can also just like spacebar my way into their face. Chat, what is it? Hoof? Flicker? Or just go for X equals 8 again? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, I can cast Craterhoof Behemoth, but I don't want to cast Craterhoof Behemoth. I want to conjure it at random. GG, John, Station of the Infinite Guideline Station. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Brawl Stars. As you could tell, and as I tried to disclaim at the start, my opponents didn't really put up that much of a fight. Some of them did. Some of them were playing okay decks, but there's something wrong with the matchmaking. As far as I am aware, they changed matchmaking to predominantly account for your commander, not the 99 of your deck and not your MMR. Maybe this is their precursor to ranked to try to just make it so playing your random jank is good if you're playing in the unranked queue and is disgusting if you're playing something stronger. And as somebody who's used to running the tuned versions of these decks, it just felt bad. Like, you saw by the end, I'm letting my opponents do whatever because it felt like there wasn't competition. Anina's a strong commander. Even though X-cost spells is not that strong of an archetype, it was made much stronger with the generation of new cards. But most of the games I had to cut from this video were just players either conceding because they didn't have anything or just one-sided, complete, utter obliteration. It felt like, yeah, 95% win rate, Anina was unstoppable, and she shouldn't be. I was just matching into the wrong kind of player and the wrong kind of deck. I said during the video, I don't think it made it in, that the new matchmaking for an established player with an established collection feels like I'm out here with my orbital space laser, ushering my opponent, who is playing sticks at the playground, into a burning house. So I don't know if my opponents had much fun in the burning house. I had fun generating things at random, and I think that if I were playing a less silly commander, like something that didn't have X-cost theming, I would have felt even worse. So, hey, do I think this is a good deck list? Yeah, I think it's pretty rad. Do I think that it's also kind of abusing this matchmaking? Absolutely. It was sad. My opponents weren't removing Anina, and, you know, you gotta get rid of it. Because it's a good mana dork. It's really good. I really hope that they fix matchmaking, and I still don't think that a ranked matchmaking queue is the answer. I've outlined that many times on my stream, and pretty much the basics is you're just turning everything into ranked if you do that. You need to account for the cards in the deck. You need to account for the cards in collection. And while waiting entirely on MMR just means that people who play a variety of decks are going to be punished, you have to account for it somewhere. I really don't like how this turned out. So let this be hopefully just a time capsule of a mistake in the matchmaking on today. This is May 20th, the day after this card came out. So yes, hopefully it will get better over time. If you're looking for my deck list, it's in the description of the video. And if you'd like me to brew a commander, please let me know in the comments. I do take a look at those. So if you have something you'd like to suggest, whether it's new, old, or just something that's being revisited, please leave a comment. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a brawlful day.